How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is RuffledRowlit, and welcome back to a brand new video, guys. We just had the Nintendo Direct today for the Nintendo Switch, going through a bunch of different things. And in this Nintendo Direct, the thing that matters the most to us is that there was a trailer for Legends ZA. Unfortunately, the trailer did not include a release date, but it did include a bunch of small details and a big detail towards the end of it, which you guys will be interested in, which is that we now know what that end part of the previous trailer, like with the icon showing a battle league of sorts of Lumio's Tower, what that was referring to, and it's specifically referring to a brand new mode, which is a battle royale of sorts, not against other players, but against NPCs. We're going to go through the trailer real quick and go through everything that's in it. Of course, the most important stuff is towards the later half, to be real with you, but we will go through the entire thing and talk about what's in here. Of course, Pokemon that are in it, confirmed Pokemon, things along that nature. But here is what we're talking about. So, as you can see in the trailer, when nighttime comes in, the game actually changes over into, well, I guess the wild areas, the wild zones that you have will change into a red color, and there will be trainers out instead of Pokemon.
The city's aura transforms. Highly skilled trainers are invited to participate in a tournament. The Za Royale.
The Za Royale, there it is. So Za Royale, this is meant to be essentially a sort of tournament that takes place within Lumio City. And the fun part is it's called Royale. So it almost applies almost like it's a battle royale of sorts, right? And it kind of seems to be working that way because the way they show it off here is that all the trainers are out in the open together, right, at the same time. As you can see, also, we're going to go through this entire trailer like multiple times right now to just notice if there's any Pokemon that we haven't already seen before that are basically being confirmed here again. But what do we see here? Well, basically, a bunch of trainers will be walking around and you can sneak up on them and attack them into a battle, right? Because this whole thing is about being able to like battle other trainers. Sometimes they'll see you first. And other times you'll go up and be behind them in like a battle. So in the case here, he saw you first and he instantly attacked.
First before being seen, and you'll...
So, a small detail you'll notice here, you can already see how many Pokemon this trainer has. You see the 2 Pokeballs right there. You see the name of the trainer, but also the rank. Because the way the ranks will work in this is they're going to be going backwards. You're going to start from Z rank, like the rank Z, that's the lowest rank, and try to make all the way up to rank A. And you do this by defeating other trainers and I guess making it all the way to the end. You have also in the top corner here, you also see there's a win counter. So there's like a little win counter in the top right, as well as a counter that shows, I guess, experience points for, I guess, like trying to get to your rank. I guess that's like your rank points, as well as some sort of coins. So we're probably going to be able to, like, when we battle trainers, when we beat them, we're most likely going to get our hands on these coins to then spend on items or things we might need for us to be able to continue getting better and better and further in here. In terms of Pokemon that we're using here, Lucario is already a confirmed Pokemon, Talonflame, Go-Goat, I guess Victory Bell, whatever, Umbreon, and Gardevoir. It's like Pokemon we already know, so nothing in this specific scene that we don't already know, but basically it shows it's going to be a win counter. It shows that we're going to have some sort of currency we're going to be collecting, and that our points are going to be sort of like almost like an EXP bar, if that's what that is. We can also see how, like, in the map, the colors actually change to reflect the fact that now it's time to battle. And I guess these Royale thingies, I'm not sure how they're going to work, like, mechanically speaking. Like, are we going to be forced to do it, or is it like an optional thing? That's like a big question, right? Like, how will that work?
During battles, using a super effective move at the right moment is key.
As you can see, like, it is action combat. Like, this game is really trying to go for the whole action combat thing, because you're going to be able to, like, straight up have to time your attacks to match up with, you know, the people you're battling. In this case, you're taking on, what was that even, the Pokemon that was being defeated here? I didn't even see, because he's using a Diggersby against a Binnacle. So Binnacle's being destroyed here because you timed it correctly. He went for, like, dig, literally went underground, and then showed up on the other side and timed it correctly. So again, it's not the usual Pokemon thing of, like, turn-based combat. They're really going hard on this, like, being in a different way. Now, we're going to go back to the start here and watch the thing from the start, because in the beginning here, we get to see a kind of a cinematic view of a battle, as well as Mega Salamence. So Mega Salamence, more or less confirmed, in case we haven't seen it, but it's more or less confirmed. We see it in a battle with Altaria, which we haven't seen a Mega Altaria show up in the gameplay yet. The battle's taking place on a roof as well, by the way. Another one of the roofs, like, again, the whole game is going to be on the ground level and on these roofs, which is neat, but I do think they could have done a better job on how you actually get to the roofs. Then we also have I'm not sure if that was Skiddo or Go-Goat, but it's one of them. We have Pinsir, Umbreon, in case they weren't already confirmed. Those are also in the trailer. You see Pinsir, like 2 Pinsirs actually attacking the player as you're running away. Meowstic, And this seems to be a room inside of a building, which this confirms that at least we're going to be able to enter and battle inside of houses and not just outside. So this right here is a perfect confirmation of that. This could be the building where maybe like one of the evil teams, you battle them, or it could be a building where you interact with Looker. I think this is the building where you go to like to interact with Looker and stuff, or at least whoever's taken over Looker's like agency. So there's that. We seem to also have like some sort of almost like a basketball court of sorts, but it's of course a Pokemon battling court instead. We have Haunter in there, so there's that in case we didn't already know that was confirmed, but there you go. We got Gallade as well, like I think it's Mega Gallade if anything. We got Noivern confirmed for the game, and Houndoom was also in there because Houndoom wasn't shown in the original trailer like last a month, but it has been now fully confirmed. I mean, it was in some of the art for like the map of Lumios, so there's that, but now it's fully confirmed as well. We're also on a different part of the roof here. You can even see some of the like pathways you're going to be able to take between certain roofs and how that's going to work. Because I don't know how interconnected they're really going to be, but there's that. And some of the effects look really cool. Like this effect here, I think that's like, not sure if that's like Twister or what that is, what move's beam used. But like, is it Hyper Beam? Is it Twister? I don't really know, but there's like an entire tornado that pops up, which is kind of neat. Because keep in mind, these battles are all happening live in the game. But interestingly, the Pokemon they highlight in this montage is Noivern. They highlight Houndoom, which does have a Mega. They also highlight Dragalge and then Mega Gengar, which is interesting. So there's that one confirmed. Mega Kangaskhan we already knew. Then Gyarados as well. I think in its Mega form right here. If we pause, yeah, I think it's in his, it's Mega Gyarados being shown off in different locations. And then, of course, just a bit of a cinematic before we move into the explanation of different stuff. I do like the fact that when you do run here, and I do hope that this is going to be actually the case, that when you do run, that the Pokemon do react to like sort of to your movement like the Pidgeys do here. They're literally reacting like what I would expect a, pigeon to do. So that's kind of neat. Again, nothing too crazy, but just kind of something fun to bring up. There's a market in the background. I do hope that we can interact with these people that are at these markets and actually buy stuff and items from them, because that's something that was really neat. If you think back to like, even in Sword and Shield, or actually in Scarlet and Violet, they do have that too. Like if you go to like one of the, whatchamacallit, it's one of the cities. But again, small stuff. Let's move a bit further throughout the trailer. We've already seen this before, but when you jump off buildings, Rotom comes out to save you from falling to your death. But as you can see, you actually make a secondary jump here. So I guess you're going to be able to, as you jump off, to actually double jump onto another location. Because as you can see, your Rotom comes out, but then she actually jumps up again. So that's something that we didn't see in the original trailer. Another little detail being confirmed. The starter's here again, and there's just a bunch of trash and some posters on the back, but nothing too major. So there's that. You can just chill. Again, we already know this information from before. You can just chill with your Pokemon at cafes. Nothing too crazy. Another cafe, the fact that the logo is being emphasized means that we're most likely going to be able to go here to buy like coffees, kind of similar to X and Y, but also maybe these coffees will function in a similar way to how sandwiches and stuff like that works, that maybe they give you stat boosts, or maybe they increase the rate of certain Pokemon spawning, something along the lines like that, probably being the case. We get to see the taxis again, so this is neat. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to use these to travel places or if they're just there for aesthetics. I don't know. I do like that the registrations actually look like European registrations. That's kind of nice. We also get to see again here on the left side where my big face is blocking it, but right here is a construction site. Now, this is the thing. Remember, they're doing a redevelopment of the city, and this is all being done by Quasartico, so there's probably going to be a lot of places where you can see stuff like this, where you can climb up and whatnot, but it's like a kind of a showing you what the reconstruction looks like, or redevelopment, if you want to call it that. Again, this is just a map. You can find this on their website if you haven't already seen it, of Lumio City. But here we have the elemental monkeys, and now I think we have confirmation for 2 of them, have been now fully confirmed. I think the only one missing is water type, but there you go. We also got the Dene and Emolga. Nothing too crazy. Quasartico's there. And of course, Fledgling. We do have Spritzy. We have Roserade down there. New location. I think a new part of a location that we're seeing here. It does look a little bit more snowy. Like, I don't know what's wrong with these like trees over here. They got like a bit of white on them, making me wonder if there are going to be seasons in this game. Highly doubt it, but who knows? It's just intriguing to see nonetheless. We also see, again, this hologram interaction. Remember, this was a thing in the original Pokemon that they had developed, some, like in Pokemon X and Y, that they developed some sort of like hologram thing for the characters that they could actually use, like a hologram interaction with people. But that was like on a more small scale. Now they've gone full body, everything, just literally standing in front of you like this, which, again, just an evolution of that. We have a skid over there, a bridge, again, just a new area we haven't seen before. Eevee, we've already confirmed. I do like that there's a lot of variety in the characters, like the actual, like, people you interact with in the world. They looks like to be a decent chunk of, like, variety in them at least, which is nice. We've got, well, Houndour, nothing too crazy there. And Vaporeon, again, different characters. Malamar, so Malamar is actually one of the Pokemon that's in one of the leaks that the leak says that Malamar is supposed to get a Mega. So who knows? Interesting to see it here. We're also down by the river here in this case, and I do wonder if we're going to be able to go underground at any point in this game, given the fact that Paris literally has catacombs, which are under the city, and there was already hints to that in X and Y, because you could go underneath the city and you could go into caves and catacombs underneath it, so there's that. I guess Espeon again being shown off, if it wasn't already confirmed. I don't remember what was in the original trailer for confirmations on certain Pokemon, but we're just going to point out everyone that we see. So there's that. Moving on, though. They come to the Wild Zone. Now, we already know what the Wild Zones are like and how they function. You go inside to catch Pokemon. Binnacle, there you go. And Magikarp, there you go. If they weren't already known. Staryu is there. And as you guys may know, Starmie is going to be getting a Mega. So the fact that Staryu is here pretty much confirms that again, most likely, that, you know, it's at least in there. Slowpoke is here as well. I mean, Slowpoke's everywhere, so it is what it is. Heracross, Pinsir are both in the game. That's pretty neat. Patrat and Ekans, as well as, if you haven't seen him up there, we got our little fella. We got a little Spinarak up there. So you got these guys confirmed. Which again, we already knew a few of those. Badu is in the game too, because you can catch it right here. And keep in mind, we already talked about this because this has already been confirmed from the last trailer. But when you can now instantly throw Pokeballs at these things right away, just like you did, I think, in Legends ZA. But it doesn't end there. You also can still catch a Pokemon even after you make it faint. So even when a Pokemon's fainted, you can still catch it, which is pretty nice. They also show off, again, you can see Flaffy and, you know, the Crocodile, like Sandile line and all that. If you look at the bottom here, we have, like, again, a few Pokemon, like Ariados being shown off, like Bunnelby. Sorry, I guess Bunnelby's the entire, like, family line. Spupa's there, too, obviously, because of Avilion. So interesting. I guess they confirm it that you can just run away. Like, you can literally just run away if you don't want to battle a Pokemon. Like, and you have the indicator on the top here that literally tells you when you're still in the range and they're going to keep attacking you. Slurpuff. We have Meowstic again. Spinarak. Let's see. What else are we missing? That was just Floette, which we've already seen before. And of course, you can go on the roofs, as we already know. Interestingly, though, I wonder what this question mark is implying here. This question mark could imply that maybe this is a Pokemon that either maybe you haven't seen before, so it's not in your Pokedex, and this is like a way to indicate that this is a Pokemon maybe you want to interact with because you maybe want it in your Pokedex. I don't know, but it's a question mark. Or maybe the Pokemon itself, maybe there's something about it. Maybe it's a Pokemon you can actually interact with. It doesn't really say much. Oh, no, there it is. Turned around. Then we get to see Steelix, and the model for Steelix, the actual 3D model, looks pretty solid. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it actually looks pretty decent. Hawlucha's there, and Hawlucha is one of the Pokemon that's mentioned to have a Mega, so it's interesting to see Hawlucha and Lampent over here on this side, but I can barely see it because of my fat head. But there's a Lampent literally right behind me here, so here you go. You guys can see it. There it is. And we also know that Chandelure is supposed to get a Mega as well, so interesting. Starmie is also in the back there now. We get to see it right here behind this character. Kirlia, whatever you want to call it. And Slowking as well. Interestingly, like, again, all these Pokemon, right? Steelix has a Mega. So all the Pokemon in a row here. Steelix has a Mega. Hawlucha is supposed to have a Mega now, as well as Lantern, which are both in that frame. And then in this frame, I'm not mistaken, right? Slowking already has a Mega, yes. Gardevoir has a Mega. And now Starmie is confirmed to have a Mega as well. So that is interesting that they're all there. And then here they show off when the game goes to nighttime, right? Because when night falls, that's when the game changes up and things go different, right? You have a literal battle royale that takes place. Now, if you look at the trainers, it's we can look at them and see if any of them look like anybody we know. They do look interesting. And I love this, like, cinematic here because it looks really good. Like, as a cinematic in general, it looks really good. Their Pokemon, though, nothing too strange. All the Pokemon we already know. And we're going to be able to battle all these guys, by the way. So let's go through real quick and see what else they have. Okay, so right here, same thing. Character walking around with a Litleo. Character walking around with a... one of the elemental monkeys. I forget their names literally off the top of my head right now. But we have 0 wins. As you can see up here, this is again confirming that thing of we have 0 wins, we have 0 points, and we have 0 out of 3,000 some kind of tickets. And I guess you get tickets by defeating other trainers, and then those tickets make you go up in rank from Z to A, right? In terms of like Pokemon being used, again, all the Pokemon, like they're literally underneath me here, but they're all the ones we already know, so nothing too crazy there. Again, nothing too crazy here either. Again, all these Pokemon are confirmed. The actual 3D models of the characters look neat. This is a different kind of model. I don't think we've seen this one yet. This guy also looks different as well. So there's some stuff we haven't like technically seen. And here you can see, battle, you've been challenged. So when you do get challenged, I do wonder if you're able to run away from these. I would assume not. I think you have to finish these battles no matter what. But here you get to see it again, right? You got Lori. She's got 2 Pokeballs, so you know she has 2 Pokemon. She's rank D. She's level 44 Florges. So this is a bit later into the game. This is a bit later into your playthrough, most likely, when you have a better team. But you can literally sneak up and attack and do damage right away. So you get the advantage by being the one who goes in first, right? In this case, planning out your moves in the right time is going to give you the advantage. In terms of what team this person has, they have, of course, the Diggersby, they have a Gengar, they have a Villion, they have a Pyroar, they also have a Florges, and they have an Ampharos, in case you guys cannot see it because of my fat head in the way. But there's that. And also, down here, we get to see the Mega Bar again and how it charges up. Now here, it's not even being like charged. I think it's fully charged already. But here, when it's about to be used, you can actually see it like fully there. So you can just mega in the middle of it. I think the button to do it is just hold in your right trigger, like your right trigger button. You just hold it in, and your Pokemon will Mega Evolve. In this case, it's just Mega Alakazam. So nothing too crazy there. Just take down a Gardevoir. Pretty neat. And you can see that there's a counter for the Mega Evolution. It like counts down and goes down. And here is something else. This is what's called a promotion match, right? So you have the battle zone up here, which I guess is what takes you into like the literal, like the actual like world of wherever, like, sorry, the actual location of Lumiose itself. But then promotion matches is probably when you want to go from, like when you've reached the max amount of tickets. As you can see, it says max and there's a ticket logo right underneath my big head. But yeah, so once you reach the max amount of tickets, you've earned the next challenger's ticket, which is where you got to battle someone to allow you to rank up. And if you beat them, I guess you rank up. If you don't beat them, I guess you got to collect more. So there's that. But let's move on. You got to go from Z to A. That's the crazy part, right? Racking back from bottom up. And here you can see this guy, Zach, what he's saying. Like, you know, because the guy you beat to rank up. He says, well, I won't make it easy for you because this taxi driver has a taxi dream. So he's a taxi driver in the game. I do think that we're most likely going to see a few characters that are like important characters also in these higher ranks when you get up to like the C, D, you know, E, F ranks and that kind of stuff. Probably going to see some memorable characters, maybe some Elite Four members, potentially stuff like that might be in those higher ranks maybe. He says, I'm going to reach rank A and abolish all forms of transit in Lumiose City except taxis. That's a bit crazy. Yvonne, for example, when I reach rank A, I'm going to have Lumiose City hold a marathon. Okay, that's random. And when these battles start, you have like the Rotums smashing into each other, which is a bit random. But there you go. That's pretty much that whole thing about the royal battles. Then we just get to see a like a Clauncher or whatever, and a Fletchling. Just or Fletchinder. Was that Fletchinder? I don't know. Hawlucha, again, nothing too crazy. Just the same stuff we've already seen. AZ's Floettes. And they do say secrets. We do see Zygarde in its one of its other forms running through the city. Again, the story, that kind of stuff, we don't really know much about that, so we have to wait. We're going to see how it turns out. So, there's actually some more details that have now shown up on the website, so let's go through them really quick. I had to edit them in here at like the last minute because I had not seen it. It just updated. But here is a full explanation from the official website on what the Battle Royale mode is actually going to be. So they say, ZA Royale is a nightly competition that begins at sundown. Yes, so it begins literally when the end of the day is. What it says, though, is that when night falls in Lumiose, a battle zone, which is an area fenced off in red with cutting-edge holographic technology, appears somewhere within the city. Every night from dusk till dawn, so it's different locations, literally a battle royale. Trainers compete in these fierce Pokemon battles within these battle zones as part of the ZA Royale. You guys can see here, battle zone has been activated, so that's going to be the way it looks when it gets activated. Then it goes on and says, the ZA Royale is a competition where Pokemon trainers whose skills have been recognized which have been recognized are invited to battle to determine who is the strongest. Competing trainers earn ranks starting from Z all the way to rank A. All participants start out at rank Z and aim to rise through the ranks by winning Pokemon battles against other competitors. If a trainer reaches rank A, they won't just earn the honor of being known as the strongest around, apparently, they may also have one wish granted. Interesting. What would that wish be, and how would that even work? Like an actual wish, like a genie, or a wish in a different way? I'm very curious what they mean by that. After you've proven your Pokemon battle skills, you'll be thrust into a fierce tournament alongside either Urbane or Tawny, a fellow competitor in ZA. So, okay, let me see. So once you've proven your Pokemon battling skills, you'll then be thrust into a tournament. So there's also a tournament at the end of this. Tournament arc, boys. We got tournament arc. And they say here, the appearance you choose at the beginning of the game will determine whether Urbane or Tawny will appear. And he's literally saying your goal is to climb from the bottom all the way to rank A at the top. And you can see how the rank up system looks with your character and everything. Then head to the battle zone where trainers are waiting for you. When night falls in Lumios, a battle zone appears in the city. Once you set foot inside, you'll find yourself against battle-ready trainers and their Pokemon on the lookout for opponents to challenge. Launch a surprise attack before your eyes meet. As you draw close to a trainer, a gauge may appear showing how aware they are of your presence. If this gauge fills up, the trainer will spot you and challenge you to a Pokemon battle. When this happens, your Pokemon may be caught off guard that they're unable to move. On the other hand, if you hide behind objects to avoid being noticed and manage to land a surprise attack, you'll gain the advantage. A successful surprise attack will always result in a critical hit that deals a large amount of damage, giving you upper hand in battle. You may even be able to knock out your opponent's first Pokemon with a surprise attack. There you go. Now's your chance. You can see the advantage thing and how you sneak up, and there's literally a meter up here that shows how likely you are to be seen. Now, during a battle with the trainer, you can escape by putting... Oh, so you can run away, okay. You can be escaped by putting some distance between yourself and them. Remember that this option is available to you, as some trainers you encounter may be a higher rank than you. So yes, in this case, this person is rank... I mean, they're... What is this? This is an interesting one. Rank X. I'm trying to remember which... ZYX. Okay, yeah. So this is like... Wait... XYZ. So this is a person that's like, what, 2 ranks higher than you if you're rank Z. And you can tell they're a bit more dangerous because they got like red color, implying that they're probably a higher rank than you. And at this point, you already have like 130 coins and you've maxed out your points. So you probably want to get out of here with your 3 wins. And you can get away. It literally tells you got away safely with the text up here when you do it. So then you got to then win a promotion match to reach rank A, the competition's pinnacle. To raise your rank in Za Royale, you must take on a promotion match and win. In promotion matches, you'll go head-to-head against a tough trainer who's also looking to move up through the ranks. Be sure that you have raised your Pokemon well before taking on promotion matches. So in this case, taking on Zach. Then, earn a challenger's ticket to take on a promotion match. You'll need a challenger's ticket to compete in a promotion match. To get a challenger's ticket, you'll need to gather ticket points, which you can earn by winning Pokemon battles in battle zones. You also get prize medals, which is right here. We can actually see what it's referring to. Those little icons, little coins. So prize medals. And you have 1 min, and there's also a prize money multiplier. I guess the more you win, the more it like multiplies your actual like earnings afterwards. You can earn more tickets, of course, from your battles by picking up bonus cards in the battle zone and fulfilling the conditions listed on the cards. So literally like little side quests to do in the zone itself. It's fair to say that completing bonus cards as you win Pokemon battles is the fastest way to earn a promotion match. Okay, we can see right here some more images, like visuals showing things. In this case, we have a use super effective moves, doesn't matter what kind. So literally, it's literally a side quest. It's literally a side quest system. So you pick up these cards. Think about like... almost like if you're playing Fortnite or something and pick up like one of those little side quests and stuff. So you pick up these cards and it tells you a thing you got to do, little side mission, use super effective moves, doesn't matter what kind, and then you've completed it. It's a 0 out of 1 that you got to complete, and you get 200 points and then 20 of these coins as well. So there you go. It's really cool, actually. And then I also have all these quests on the side here. This is like very much reminiscent of the BBQ, so the Blueberry Academy quest. It seems very similar to that. They seem to be reusing that concept here. You can see you got knock opponents out with a Mega Evolved Pokemon, 0 out of 3. So you got to do that 3 times. It gives you 3,000 points though. And then land super effective hits with the Electric type move. That is 125. And then land hits with Ice type moves. That gives you like 2,000. You got to do 0 out of 5 on that one. So really interesting the way they're doing this. It's actually really intriguing. Let's go back to the actual page though, and let's go through the rest of what's on here. So they go on and then say that spend your days wisely and win your way through the Za Royale. Managing your time well is the key to progressing in Za Royale each day. At night, when the battle zone is active, challenge tough trainers in the Za Royale. During the day, catch Pokemon in the wild zones, train them, and prepare for the next night. Dude, it's like, makes it sound like almost scary. During the day, though, catch a Pokemon, right? Okay, so it's all good ID to use the prize money you earn in the Za Royale to stock up on necessary items for battle. And again, they show a few more images of like different like things here, different locations. Here you got 0 wins again. You're sneaking up on somebody with a Bunnelby, I think. We also have another image right on the right side here. Let's actually open up all these and go through them real quick. As you can see right here, Vivillion's being attacked. And again, just another battle. The person has 2 Pokemon. Again, same thing, another battle. And then here you have a Pokemon Center. You can actually see some of the items and how the shop is going to look like. Here's a confirmation of what the shop is. You can see your actual Pokemon coins or your Pokemon cash is up in the top right over there. And then here you can see all the different things. You got Pokeballs, Super Potions, Revive, Antidote, Paralyze, Heal, and Burn Heal. They're all in there. And you can also sell your stuff to them as well. So there's that. It's going to have a little separate menu thing for that. But yeah, there you go. That's the extra details. And that's pretty much all the extra stuff I wanted to say because the website got updated just as I was about to finish the video and go through some other stuff. So there's that. And yes, they confirm again that it's coming out late 2025. Which they've already done before. And they did also say at the bottom here during the Nintendo Direct that this isn't final footage and it is subject to change and it's not going to look like this at the end. So some of the graphics may actually look better by the time we get the release and some stuff may be changed by the time we get to the release. So just keep that in mind in case in case you're worried about anything. We can also check if the website has anything. Usually when these trailers drop, there is updates and new like stuff added to the page. So far though, there doesn't seem to be anything being added to the page as of yet. If there is anything, I might make a whole separate video to talk about that. But that's basically all the details and secrets and little things that was in that trailer from today that you guys may have missed. So that is it. Yeah, I'm going to be ending this video right here. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.